Quadratic equation. A quadratic equation is an equation that could be written as ax squared plus bx plus c is equal to 0. In solving quadratic equation by factoring, there has a 5 steps in solving quadratic equation by factoring. First, we write the equation in standard form, then find the factor, apply the zero product property, solve each resulting equation, and then check. So let's have an example. X squared minus 6x plus 8 is equal to 0. Our given is a standard form, so we're going to find the factor of our quadratic equation. So how we get the factor or given trinomial or our quadratic trinomial? So we're going is to look up the constant term and look up the constant term. Here's the constant term and find the factor, and if we add, the result is the coefficient of our linear term, which is -6. So we're ready to our factor. Since x squared is a, it has an imaginary of 1 here.
Hello?
So really our quantities and the first term is the same. So like this. X. So again, we're going to find the factor of 8. So let's have this factor. 1 and 8. So 1 and 8. If we're going to times, the result is 8. But if we're going to add, the result is 9. So it is not the suit because it should be -6. So let's try another factor. So we have 4 and 2. 4 and 2. If we're going to times 4, we're going to multiply 4 times 2 is 8. But if we're going to add, it will become +6. So the result is 6. So this is not the exact. Next, we have -4 and -2. I think this is the exact. So if we're going to multiply -4 and -2 is +8. And if we add, it will become -6 here, which is the exact of our missing condition. So our quantity is x minus 4 and x minus 2. So our next step is to apply the zero product property. So we're going to find the value of x that our factor will become 0. So let's get x minus 4 equate to 0. 8 minus 4 equate to 0. So to get the x, we're going to apply the additional property of equality to get the x. So -4 plus 4, and the right side, if we're going to add the left side, it is the same in the right side. So +4. So x is equal to 4. This is our first value of x, or our first group. So let's get the x minus 2. So, in the same process, equate to 0. Then, add to eliminate. So, um, applying the additional property of equality, positive 2. X minus 2 plus 2 is equal to 0 plus 2. So, it will become x is equal to 2. So, our second is x is equal to 2. To check if this is the right answer, we're going to have substitution. So let's check. Our original given is x squared minus 6x plus 8 is equal to 0. So simplify by using our first group or first value of x. X is equal to 4. So simplify, our x squared is 4 squared. Negative 6x is equal to negative 6 times 4 plus 8 is equal to 0. And 4 squared is 16. 6 times 4 is 24 plus 8 is equal to 0. So if we're going to get the answer, negative 16 minus 28 plus 8 is equal to 0. 16 minus 24 plus 8 is equal to 0. So it satisfied our given equation. Then next is our x minus 2 is equal to 0, and the result is x is equal to 2. So let's simplify. X squared minus 6x plus 8 is equal to 0, and our x, the value of x is 2. So 2 squared minus 6 times 2 times plus 8 is equal to 0. So 2 squared is 4. 6 times 2 is equal to negative 12 plus 8 is equal to 0. So the answer is 0 is equal to 0. So it satisfied our given equation. Thank you for watching.